Is it really slow and steady that wins the race? You know, one of my favorite books that I recommend to clients, to leaders, to family, friends, loved ones, even enemies, is a book called The Slight Edge by Jeff Olsen. And in that book, there's so many nuggets and teaching points in it, but he's got a whole chapter devoted on some of the myths of successful lives. And in one of those, he breaks down that old fairy tale, that old fable about the tortoise and the hare, and slow and steady wins the race. But it's not really slow that we should focus on, it's the steady part. And why do I bring that up? I just finished a really good workout with my wife, Julie. She was doing some stretches to help with her hip flexors and doing some stretches, dynamic, as well as some static stretches later for some flexibility. And it got me to thinking about, it's not about doing the marathon, once or twice a week for an hour and a half, 2 hour workout. It's the steady. We did 30 minutes tonight. We did some stretching, light stretching ahead of time. We did some flexibility, mobility. Then we did some strength training for total body, just kind of did a small circuit. And we were done in 35 minutes. And it just got me thinking, blocking out little bits of time, it's steady that wins the race. I've got some extra time in my daytime schedule tomorrow, and I've already got blocked out a good intense strength training workout with a little cardio at the end. But also, what about every day? What about doing some morning mobility, some stretches and movement in the morning? About a year and a half ago, I did a Let's Get Moving challenge. And it was 21 days of, can you just do one new movement every single day consistently? And it was trying different movements, different types of things, so you could lock in on what works best for you. And are you doing something like that every day consistently? And unless it's floor work, you can do a lot of things at your desk at work, or if you're on your feet on a shift or whatever. You can find little windows of time to do something and be consistent with it. And steady wins the race. The funny part is that over time, and that's another thing that the slight edge mentality will teach you, is that it's right decisions compounded over time accelerates the curve. Bad decisions compounded over time accelerate the curve in the direction that you don't want. So what you want to do is have your good decisions compounded over time, and that curve and that frequency and your results will slowly begin to edge up and accelerate. So focus on steady wins the race. Find little blocks of time where you can dedicate to movement, to formal exercise and activity, and that's really bright. And finding those little blocks of time to do meal prep, finding the little blocks of time to do some journaling, to do some breath work, some meditation. Do that consistently, and it just becomes a way of life, and it's in your DNA, and it will propel you forward. So anyway, I'm on my way to pick up my daughter from church, and I just thought I'd take you in the car with me. We'll talk to you soon.